Hi guys, here I am again with this strange lens flare that I'm working at. I think it's 2 months I'm working at this right now, and there are some new updates for you. What I'm doing now is trying to keep from these data nodes block to bring out all the factors that we need to have in our interface in order to achieve the best result, having the little slider so that it doesn't create confusion. I think I will create two levels of details. So one first level where you will have big commands like global intensity, global dimension, the numbers of ghosts and other, and then an advanced option where you can find other kind of fine tuning. For example, right now I'm working a lot at this bump of light that happens when the light goes out of the camera. So here we have the bump, the maximum power, and then it goes down. And for these effects that you can see in a lot of movies, when you have big lenses and good lenses, I think I will expose this kind of commands. So there is this command that is the diffusion, how much the light will go into the scene flashing inside, and this is really cool because you can have this kind of spot, very powerful. Then you will have the width, so you can modify. They seem the same parameters but are different because width and height are different parameters where you will define the original form of this kind of beams, and so you can have this kind of flash here. Then you have the brightness for sure. Okay, the duration, so how much this effect will be present when the light is there. So if I turn up the duration, oh, now it's the maximum. Okay, so I set this as the maximum duration. We can reduce the duration 0 to, okay, so now it's just a flash for 1 frame or 2 frames. And there is another parameter that is very important, that is the limit. So you can move the limit where this effect is happening out of the frame or inside the frame. So for now, this is the parameter that I'm using. If I go up with this parameter, I think that the light will be flashing okay. For now, that is more distant from the border of our screen. And if you reduce this number, you'll have the effect inside the screen. So like this, okay? As you can see, the effect as an animation so that it will seem realistic. And I will have to work more on this because I would like to have a control on the texture too. If you want, you can remove all these beams and just have a flash of light. Anyway, this is the kind of control that I would like to give to you. And now here, this is very hard because are these kind of reflections that design circles. All these circles are created by this generator. Now we have just of each circle and the brightness. That is what I wanted to give right now. Because all these parameters were not connected to anything, it's difficult to bring them inside because there are effects that are triggered in this time. Okay, so is this one? Okay, so I'm trying to give you some control over these elements that will create the flare. There are other controls that I'm using now because here we have the two most important generators that are the generators of these ghosts. Here are 2 generators. This is one generator of ghosts, that is this one, that are blue ghosts, and you can change the color here right now. I don't know if this will be the final version. Anyway, you have RGB colors you can assign or on your generator, and you can change the scale as you can see here, and you can change the random position of the ghost. You can change the distance from the center. You can change the spheres. This is hard actually to explain because I think I'm going to modify it another time. And now this is the blur that you can give to your elements. Everything could be controlled a lot here, and this is fantastic. I see these things happening and I say that this is really fantastic. Now I found a way to give one more control, like a grading at the end of everything. I think this one, so that at the end of everything you've set all you could set in another panel, and here you can move the hue and saturation 1 times more at the end of everything that we will influence just the ghost and these lens effects. Now the streaks are out of these effects. I'm not sure I want them to be included or not. Anyway, this is one more control that you can have to modify the light to make it different related to your needs. So for now, that's all. I think I will be able to bring all these first parameters here in the next 3 weeks, I suppose. And the next step is to understand how fast this is, because working with all these elements into the shader, now I'm using RTX NVIDIA 3080. It's quite old, it's not TI, and everything is working fine, but I don't have the chance right now to apply 10 of them and to see what's going to happen. Even because while Blender is creating this big, very important shader, he still continue to create the old node group related to the old version of Flared made in geometry nodes. And so I will have to find a solution to deactivate something when you activate this, so that everything will be as faster as possible. Thank you to everybody. Hope to see you next time. Please let me know if you have any suggestions. Thank you and bye bye.